Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, featuring myself, as always, Ellen Ambitious, aka the kid that never sold dope, aka Happy Gilmore, and the one and only, the smooth Q the DJ. What's going on, man?
Can I ask you a question before we start?
Yeah.
I think you already know what I'm asking.
What?
What's Happy Gilmore? Why do you have that?
Used to play golf. Remember I told you that?
Oh yeah.
I used to play golf.
Bro, it's been so long since we potted. I didn't even. It's crazy. I didn't even remember that. Yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you was a young tiger.
Yeah.
Okay. Bet. Well, yeah. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Man, pretty good. Pretty good.
How you been, man? I feel like we really been off for a while.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have actually.
What you been up to, man? What you been getting into?
No,
you been out here getting into shenanigans outside?
Nah, man. I've been catching up on some shows. I watched Caught Up on Atlanta.
Bro, you never watch TV.
I know.
I feel like you don't watch TV at all.
I really don't. It's mostly old shows, anyways.
What, did you watch the weird season of Atlanta? Last season?
Yeah, I watched.
Last season was the weird season, bro. I didn't really partake in that. I think I watched the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes, which I know he had that episode with Kevin Samuels in it towards the end, I believe. But yeah, the last season was a little too weird for me. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, the first few episodes been pretty good though.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I feel you.
I watched what's that new movie with Queen Latifah in it and Ludacris?
They told me not to watch it, so I didn't watch it.
Why not?
Everybody said it was horrible, and I didn't feel like I wanted to waste my time. It's bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a lot of good TV out here right now.
It is.
And so I don't know. I just feel like if niggas is saying the show is not good, I'm damn near not gonna tune in. I might come back to it a year later and be like, no, y'all was asleep. But right now, I'm not tuning into it.
I enjoyed it a little bit. It was pretty good. It was all right to me.
Yeah, I feel you.
I wanted to watch the don't they got the Redeem Team documentary?
Yeah, I heard about that
too. Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah. I am gonna get into that. Because that reminded me. You watch Jeffrey Dahmer? You watch the new?
No, I haven't seen that.
Bro, that's the only thing. Now they talking crazy about Milwaukee because he's from there. So now everybody talking about the city. I'm like, y'all never mention us in a good light. But that Jeffrey Dahmer, I think I made it through episode 1, and I think I'm halfway through 2. But it's super triggering if that kind of stuff gets to you. But it's a really, really intense show, I'll say.
I know they're supposed to be coming out with a Kobe doc too.
Hey, I can't wait for that Kobe boy. Anything Kobe, I'm glued. I'm in here. Yeah. I can't wait for that. I was watching the Lakers. They did a Lakers show on HBO Max. The title leaves my brain right now, but that shit was
Winning Time.
Yeah, Winning Time. Yeah, that shit was fire. That was a great show.
Hell
yeah. They really. If you haven't seen that, you should go and watch it. It wasn't about Kobe or anything, but that was it was before his time. But it was a great fucking show.
Yeah, the NBA going crazy right now.
They are.
Owner racist as hell.
Oh my god.
Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, that he talking about giving the team away.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. I didn't know he owned the WNBA team too.
Yeah. He talking about giving both of them away. I'm like, damn, okay. They got that. Then you got the Celtics scandal, which I'm hearing that shit is super deep, which they haven't released a bunch of information, but Matt Barnes was talking about it, and then he walked his shit back, and he was like, nah, it's too deep, I can't talk about it. So I'm hearing that, which I'm sure more is gonna come out on that, because I think they got bro sitting out for a year.
Yeah, they already suspended him for a year.
Yeah, which I feel like he's done so much for the team. I feel like he had to do some shit we don't know about.
Yeah, I
out for a year.
I thought they'd do half the season or something. I didn't think they'd do the whole season.
Yeah, that's what makes me think, bro. I think he did some outside of what we already know. I think he did some other shit, and I think that shit gonna come out eventually too.
Social media didn't make it no better.
No, they never do. Nah. Once you get into the scandal, bro, you gotta delete the pages, bro.
They brought up Nia Long. It was over with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they was talking about how you go. Everybody was talking about how she above cheating, and I'm like, well, I mean, that's facts. I mean, I feel like ain't nobody really, if the person you with want to cheat, it don't really matter who you is. I feel like if niggas really want to get out here and get busy or do what they want to do, with men or women for that matter, they gonna get out here and do what they want to do.
They don't want to talk about that Brent Favre though. Nah, they don't want to talk about that.
They don't, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Mississippi ain't got no water. He taking all that money from them, man. Fuck out of here. All that money made from a Wrangler jeans. You got money. You don't need no money from Mississippi. Shit. But anyways, man, let's get into our special guest. As always, we keep the most amazing, talented, dopest, spectacular guests on the show.
Mr. Push It Back himself, I had to say. Mr. Push It Back himself.
Today is like no other, man. We got Intro on the show with us, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing super good. Glad to be here. Appreciate y'all having me.
No problem.
Bro, so Intro, I gotta tell you one thing before we get started, fam. So you sent us, we got all your info, we got a little bio on you, whatever.
Yeah.
So you sent us, I think you sent us 3 songs, right? Why you send us those 3 songs?
Man, look, this is gonna be one of those interviews. Did I send you those songs, or did Tom send you those songs?
Tom, okay, so
he did.
All right, you got to talk to Tom, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why you got to talk to Tom. So Tom went into the project and he said, "Yo, the last 3 songs, we just gonna throw them in there."
Oh.
Tom sold you, bro, because although those songs are fire, I feel like the beginning of that project is insane.
Oh, damn,
and I was like, "Yo, why are you not sending us push it back? Is it push it back, right?" Yeah. He's not sending. He didn't send us Contemplate. Why didn't you send us Contemplate? Because Complicate. My bad.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to start off because I was listening to that shit for like the last.
Honestly, him going with that approach gives you more to like.
I get that too. Now
that as you're saying it, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, why didn't he send that? And then I'm like, but it made you want to go hear more. And then the more that you heard was even better than what he gave me on the goddamn sampler.
If that was the goal, he out of the park, bro. He's out of there.
I got your back, Tom.
Yeah. if that's what he was on, he did great. But this project is phenomenal.
Damn, I appreciate that, bro.
And I really fuck with it. It's like you could put this on in the car and the whole thing could ride, no skips. I don't really say that about like every artist that come up here, but I would just wanted to genuinely say like I fucked with it for sure.
I appreciate that. That's kind of what I did it for. And even like there's so many intentions or things I was just intentional about when I was making it, and that's kind of even one of them too, of it being a 20-minute car ride, you know what I'm saying? 20, 30-minute car ride, you put it on, it's like, oh shit, man, that was. Or it's like, even if your ride's shorter, when you get back in the car on your way back, you can finish it. You know what I'm saying?
So like, that's a fact.
Yeah, I fuck when people give me that type of like analogy when they describe it, because that's kind of what it was for.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Bet. My bad, ambitious.
You good, man.
Get back.
Tell me about these jeans though. These jeans kind of fun.
Hey, no, these is crazy. Hold on, yo.
These are some 101s on some real rapper shit. These are my homie in LA. I lived out there last year, and he made these, and yeah, man, I had to get them off of him because, again, when I put them on, I was like, yeah, nobody else can wear these.
No, those are insane, bro.
And they're always a conversation piece, and anytime I do some shit, I try. Like, I performed in them. I just be trying to plug them, anything.
Yeah, y'all gonna see them. We're gonna take a picture after this. Y'all gotta see these jeans. I ain't gonna, pause, but y'all gotta see these jeans. For sure.
Hell yeah. But no, yeah, I love even just plugging my homies on anything really I wear. Like, all my homies are really talented as fuck, so anytime I can goddamn support in any type of way, I'm there.
Facts. Feel that.
All right, man. So, start off, man. You got to start off. How did you get your name, Intro?
Oh, man, shit, I made up that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas say you can't come up with your own nickname and no one's gonna call you that. Well, like, that's what y'all know me as. No, but really, really, like, the deep version of it. I'm my mom's first child. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a couple meanings. So that being Intro, the first, and then me being introverted myself, like when I was like 17 or so, when I first started taking this real seriously, I didn't want to go by like my government, and then I didn't want to go by introvert. That sounds like a fucking wrestler name or something. You know what I'm saying? Introvert, like nah, like so I just cut it off, and then I just kind of started like posting little songs, and people were like, oh yeah, and then like the first time someone called me that shit, I was like, bet. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really where it came from. And then like I can short it up, I can sway tro. People like do whatever they do with it. You know what I mean? The only fault at it is that when you type my name in, the first song of everyone's album comes up. You know what I'm saying? Like on Spotify, Apple Music and shit.
Yeah, I feel it.
But that's just even motivation for me to get bigger. So like, I'm the one.
Yeah.
Oh man, coming to the ring, man.
Coming to the pod ring. We got the pod god himself. Intro.
How long you been? You from here?
Yeah, I'm from Nashville, born and raised. Okay. Went to NSA in McGavick.
All right.
Yeah. Are y'all from here?
I am.
I'm not. I'm from Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, you did just say that.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like I've been here long enough. Every time I tell people how long I've been here, they be like, "Nah, you from here," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess."
Nah, for real. If you don't really need a GPS like that, forget to the side of town.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Yeah. Okay, then I might.
Man, they changed so much. I need a GPS now. Shit,
hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. This new what is it, Waze? But they be showing me back roads. I ain't never.
Hey, no, Waze puts you on.
And I'll be like, where am I? Yeah. And then I pop out on the main road. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, facts. Waze, like, now me, I know how to get places, but I probably put on Waze to get anywhere, like going to work, just because it's so live. Because basically, Waze is basically using everybody in the city to tell you what's going on. Waze, yeah. So that I was like, damn, that shit was genius. Like,
and on top of that, like even coming here today, because I was like, oh shit, there's a Titans game. Which way do I need to go? Took me the back way around here. Was way shorter than if I would have gotten down to that main and tried to get off right here.
Yeah. Facts. Waze is the plug for sure.
Yeah, because Nashville just a big ass circle, anyways.
Definitely.
Big ass circle.
Yeah.
Well,
man, so I'm trying to, because I do want to ask you about I got questions about the project, but I want to tackle those second segment. So we're gonna get into you as far as I go. So tell me about just you starting as an artist. What point were you at when you were like, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be?
Man, really, take it back.
Yeah.
Man, really, like, it truly and honestly was probably my going into senior year of fucking high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty younger than y'all, so I graduated 2016.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That was 2015, 2016. I was going into my senior year and I knew I was not going to college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, for sure knew I wasn't going. So and I had to break that into my mom and all that, and was like, I had to do something differently as far as like making music and going about music. I had to do it differently than what I saw around me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was semi popular in school, but I wasn't popular enough to where like if I dropped a song, they'd be like, oh shit, that nigga dropped a song, let's go.
Right.
I was like, it wasn't that type of shit. So like, again, I had to just like figure out what the hell I was about to do with it. So my school had a audio production program. Mm-hmm. So and also my audio production teacher, he's like my mentor. Yeah. Like, so we got really, really close. And I would go in there, bro, lunch period, free period, after school, before school, and just be in there engineering myself. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we did in class that day, and applying it in my own little studio sessions. Mm-hmm. And once that, like, he kind of gave me some reassurance, and then I got the like confidence in myself. I was like, damn, I'm kind of nice at this. You know what I'm saying? I really was like, all right, bet. I'm just going to do it. And this wasn't even intro yet. This was just Dez. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I put on SoundCloud and dropped my little song. So, like, I started, man, I was doing, like, Lil Wayne shit. He was, like, one of my favorite, or still is one of my favorite rappers. And I was just doing other people's beats. Just barring out. And that shit was not good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was cool for, like, what it was and who I was, but, like, I wasn't making songs. You know what I mean? So, like, again, just like getting into it and again taking it more seriously, I like got with my homie, his name is Paulo, and same type of shit, bro. I would be skipping school to go to this man's crib, and we'd be on that same tip of like, we young niggas be like, hey, we finna make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. So like again, just going with him, working with him, fine tuning this shit until the point now I'm like about to graduate, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, this is what I'm about to do. Yeah. This is what I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a little job. I was working at a body shop with my mom's old boyfriend. I can't even call that nigga stepdad no more. But like, for real, and like that type of shit too. So with my school, they let the senior niggas like leave. You had like what was it called, co-op? You know what I'm saying? So leave out 10 o'clock and say I was going to work, but still go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? And the studio being my homie's bedroom. You know, feel me? Like, and doing this shit. So I graduate and I move out. You know what I'm saying? Move out my mom's crib, and that's really where I would say all of that was kind of like, you know, when you open a book and they have like the prequel before the story starts. Yeah, that was all of that. When I moved out, I feel like is when the story like started.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that's where it. Yeah.
So do you feel like so one thing you mentioned was realizing that you weren't gonna go to college, and I mean, just speaking from personal experience, my friends, like not everybody's parents takes that the best. How did that work for you? Like, did you have to come to your parents and say, I have a plan, like I have something I want to do, or was just like, I wasn't going to college, I don't really know what I want to do, but I just know I don't want to be there?
The funniest shit about that is I applied, I went to orientation, I got a schedule, didn't go. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I didn't affect any, but like I wasn't on no, like I was at fucking Natural State and it was free. You know what I'm saying? So like, mama ain't had no tuition or nothing like that. But like, so then that's also going into why I moved out, because I couldn't be in there and then not going to school and then just like there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So like all of that, and also my mom, she wasn't like, nigga, you taking your ass to school, you gonna get a degree, you gonna do this, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like that. Like because also my mom like fuck with me and knew that like I'm not a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? So like she knew I wasn't just gonna be on some bullshit either. But she also did, because as a parent should, she also was like, are you sure? Well, you still should do this. Well, just try it. You know what I'm saying? All of those type of things.
Parent shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then but yeah, man, so like with that and me moving out too, that was me also like what people would compare to like going off to college or going off to whatever, because I was like still doing the same shit. I was moving out my mom's house, about to get some life experience. You know what I'm saying? And even my homies who did go to school, like around that time, like since we're older now, we've all kind of grown up, but even around that time when I'm like 19, 20, I'm in a whole different like realm, because I'm not around kids all the time, or you know what I'm saying, my peers that are that age, like, so I definitely don't necessarily regret it. If I regret it, it's the thing of just like wanting to get some real books. I'm real like into psychology, so I get some real teachings, but like looking back, I'm still like, nah, fuck that. Fuck all.
That was because that was gonna be my next question. Like, you don't regret like not missing college at all?
Nah, man. Like again, if it's some things like, there's YouTube University, bro. But no, for real,
that's
like
what I be trying to say, man. You can learn literally anything
just
out here.
And just as far as like, I mean, there's definitely college. If you doing like jobs that you need it for, then I'm not saying fuck college as in nobody should go. But for me, it just wasn't. The cards that I had, they would not have played well. You know what I'm saying? Me trying to go to school. And also, man, like, on some just, like, black shit, like, niggas needed some money. Like, being young and, like, having some shit.
That's a topic right there. Niggas need money.
Like, and that's the thing, man. Like, when I was moving out, I was like, man, I can't just be here. Because, like, I wasn't a bullshitter, but, like, I was young and smoking weed and doing shit. I was like, I can't do this shit in my mom's house. I can't. So, like, again, for me to be able to do what the hell I wanted to do, nigga had to make something happen. And
make
like,
that shit shake.
Yeah, and then just with time, like, I would have been skipping school to make beats. I would have been, you know what I'm saying? Even though I would have went to, like, an audio school, which wouldn't have been free. Like, it just, I know myself well enough.
I feel that. Because a lot of people don't. And they go to school and they spend thousands of dollars on these tuitions and shit that either you're not gonna attend or it's not gonna be beneficial for you.
Okay.
So I feel that school don't work for everybody.
Yeah, and again, like I said, if that's what your thing, then go ahead and you need it. But also, like, I'm on the tip of trades and just learning some shit with my hands and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, luckily I grew up with a lot of like positive male influences around me from uncles and just like other just people that were around the family and shit. So nigga got all of that like under my bag too. So really, man, like I just knew that this is what I wanted to do, and like it was one of the times that I had skipped school to go to Apollo's house and record. And man, it wasn't even like that first. A lot of people say it was the first time hearing themselves on the mic. It wasn't even that. But it was this one verse, bro.
Yeah. And
I recorded it, one take, one time. Didn't even really hear the beat in my headphones. But when I was done, bro, I was like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm about to do for my life. Because like, it's not just a hobby or something I'm good at or something that's like cool or for the hoes or this like to get money, to get famous. Like this shit is so like purpose driven. Yeah. That's again why like even me, anything that I did that was like against like the normal shit, it's like, bro, I feel this. Like, and it's like an undeniable thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like doing shit like even like going to the album, we not even get there yet, but just like the album too, just like this shit is like so embedded. That's why like it's something that I can still just push. And yeah, man, it's deep. It's deep. And I don't even really try and like be questioning other people like, man, nigga, you doing this shit for no reason, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, nah, like it's so, because I'm so comfortable and confident in my shit that none of that shit even matters. Like someone around not doing this shit for what, it don't even matter. I hear you. Yeah.
You ain't lying about YouTube though. I learned how to change the air filter.
Nigga, what
blinker.
Hey, what I do? The battery in my key fob.
That shit like them shits are complicated, bro. It's like, you gotta take the key out. It's a way you gotta bend it to open it, pop the back. Bro, I spent 30 minutes trying to get the battery out of the little circular part. I'm like, damn, how do I get this battery out of here, bro? For real, bro. Yeah, no, I know that shit's complicated, bro.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, YouTube has taught me so damn, even just in the studio trying to figure out how to make some shit sound like this, like how to auto-tune, nigga, it's boom. Now I got that shit under my belt, like for real. Hell yeah.
All right, you got any more questions?
No, we can wait, hold on. Oh, no, there was one more question that I had. So I feel like being an artist, you have to have a certain level of confidence. Not in only your music but yourself. I mean, and do you think that being an artist you had to develop more of a sense of confidence? Like, did you ever feel like that was something you lacked?
Damn, no one's asked me that before. But honestly, I don't really think so. If it was, man, I want to give you a real answer because that's a good ass question.
That's cool.
Like, kind of going back to like the popular thing. So I was like, this is actually a perfect answer for that. I was popular enough to where, again, like I had homies, I was cool, I could be in the hallway and dap up like a couple people, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I also wasn't popular enough to where I wouldn't get like joked on and like made fun of or do some weird shit and niggas like, you know what I'm saying. So I got like chinks on my armor and some character to where like my feet can stay on the ground. Because if this shit came and say when I first started I dropped a song and that shit got 1 million views, nigga, my head would be up in the sky and I wouldn't know what to do with it. But like, because shit ain't never happened to me before, you know what I'm saying. But, and even not just with the popular shit, like a nigga just like has really done, I've been doing this for a long time, even before like rapping. I grew up making music like with my cousins and my uncles, like doing church recitals and you know what I'm saying, doing things like that. So I had confidence just because I was good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of knew it, not in like a cocky way, but just like a nigga like practiced. And like my grandmother even had me taking piano lessons and anything. So music to begin with already, I had like, that was like my thing. You know what I'm saying? And kind of the same way, just like niggas from the hood are just good at football. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it's a thing of like, man, you know, we can do anything else, but get us on that field and we are, you know what I mean? That confidence just jumps out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing where same in the studio or on stage, and like, it really just naturally comes out. It's like, yeah, that's the card I was for real.
I feel that. Hey, that's a legit ass answer. I just want to know.
No, yeah. Sure.
All right, let's get into your first song, Jump Out the Whip. Talk about that song.
Oh, shit. So, man, that's so funny. When I made that song, first of all, when I made that song, it was on a different beat than the beat that is on the album. And I didn't like it, and I still kind of don't like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Jump Whip is a bop. What are you talking about?
I know it's there's so I can still there's a duality in that. Yeah. I can realize something's good, like, and still be like, eh. But the only reason is because I've changed my way about it. But before I was real like serious with my music and like real technical and real just like I didn't let shit breathe before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So around the time I was making it, like again, the album came out last year. I made the song maybe like a year and a half ago. Nope. Like so even before that I had it. So I was just like, man, this is just like niggas need some bars. Like niggas need to hear what I gotta talk about, and I'm just over here but like in hindsight, I'm like, man, no, nigga, do more of that. Like, this is why this is so good because people are used to hearing me just rap. Yeah. So when I come with this, people like they react to it a different way. And when I was living in LA, man, I met my homie Earl. He came over. He was like, bro, I still have the voice memo too. I always pull it out, but he was like, bro, don't ever stop doing this shit. And I was like, on this song? Yeah. Like, because I'm playing him the album before it comes out. Yeah. I'm like, on this song? He's like, bro, I'm telling you, you got this shit. And like, I really don't be taking like a lot of shit to the head, but it's just, again, the feeling and how that nigga said it, and especially with that, and that's what I'm saying, it's funny you even bring this one up first. It's like, it just makes people keep doing it, bro. It's for real. That reassurance is really, it's like, again, this shit is so purpose driven that it's like, yes, you are on the fucking path, like for real.
Yeah, it's funny when artists say they hit song, they don't even like it.
Bro, like, that's so crazy to me, dog. That's so crazy.
Like, and
funny.
It's like it's grown on me because like I don't know the last time I've like was in the car and put it on just to listen to it, but again, like anytime I hear it or when I perform it. And again, I see people like, even 2 nights ago I had a show, and people that I'd never seen before, by like the second hook, they're singing along with it. Yeah. I'm like, damn, maybe this shit is hard.
No, that shit'll do it to you. No cap, I was in the car like, damn, this shit, it's riding.
And I appreciate that, for real.
All right, so we're going to get into Jump Out the Whip, and we'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Yes, sir.
Get on the road, but first let me roll some, ayy. Grab my phone and my wallet, my keys, my sack, and a little cologne, some, ayy. Yeah, the ladies gon' love it when I'm up in public, just smelling like grown folks, ayy. Man, this shit here ain't nothing. They look at my fit and they think that I'm on some, ayy. Say this shit here ain't nothing. I still eat the noodles for lunch and these bitches get fucked. It ain't nothing to me. Shit, I could wake up in nothing, just sweats and some ones that still look like I'm something to see. Ooh, I be fresh to death like I jumped out of a casket, or like I just jumped off a screen. Got my pants from the south, got my shirt from the north, got her makeup on my new regime. Niggas don't walk this shit, don't talk this shit, don't get they bitch wet. Bet when I walk in this bitch, they all break they necks. Yeah, that's my big flex. Niggas ain't walking this shit, ain't talking this shit, don't get they bitch wet. Bet when I walk in this bitch, they all break they necks. Yeah, that's my big flex. Ooh, let me just jump out the whip now. Let me just take all the bitches. Let me just see how this thing goes. Bring your girlfriend as a witness. Niggas don't walk this shit, don't talk this shit, don't get they bitch wet. Bet when I walk in this bitch, they all break they necks. Yeah, that's my big flex. Ooh, nigga, why you talking so loud? Why you got crust on your mouth? Nigga, why you acting like that? Why your damn socks don't match, okay? Niggas think they doing better cause they got a little cheddar. That's what got me so fed up. When I know I'm doing better, when I see the dead skin falling, when these niggas get an edge up. Niggas just disgusting, niggas just musty. Niggas really don't give a fuck about nothing. See it in their eyes cause they got a little crust in them. Try to swing on me but they had a little must in it. Goddamn. I'm really out like shitting on niggas. This shit is damn. God. Niggas don't walk this shit, don't talk this shit, don't get they bitch wet. Bet when I walk in this bitch, they all break they necks. Yeah, that's my big flex. Niggas don't walk this shit, ain't talking this shit, don't get they bitch wet. Bet when I walk in this bitch, they all break they necks. Yeah, that's my big flex. Ooh, let me just jump out the whip now. Let me just take all the bitches. Let me just see how this thing goes. Bring your girlfriend as a witness. Let me just jump out the whip now. Let me just take all the bitches. Let me just see how this thing go. Bring your girlfriend as a witness.
Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, how I know he was in the intro. You know, he talked about how good your album was and everything. So, how do you keep your sound fresh though?
Man, that's something that I had to put on to my homies too, of like my process, because I be feeling conflicted sometimes, because you know how people be like, be in the studio. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm not one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be in the room that my studio's in, but I might not be making music all the time. And for a while, I was like, man, I'm wasting time. Like, I ain't got enough songs. Like, why am I doing this when I need to make a project? And what I realized was, because I was in the studio a couple weekends ago, and it was like one of the best sessions I've ever had. Yeah. Just hella productive. And I think that's a result of not burning myself out the way I did when I was making the album. Yeah, I mean, the way the album sounds is because, like, before that, again, I took another little break, and when I came to it, it was like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm, and it was real easy to know what I wanted, because, like, it was just fresh, and I had, like, I wasn't in the studio every other day using all my raps up. You know what I mean? But another thing of that is, like, man, being outside and like life, like I feel like I get my best like inspiration not even from hearing other music, but just being and having experiences. Yeah, I mean, like when I was living in LA, anytime I saw a flyer that looked good, anytime like I heard just about something going on, I was there just to be like, man, I'm not gonna do this shit again. Like if I move back or if I move anywhere else, like when will I ever get invited to the hills at midnight to see the shit at the beach? Like all these different like little things that happen. I'm like, man, this is content. These are lyrics. This is going into something somehow. Like even like picking up gigs. Like I've had, blessed to say, 4 gigs this week, and I know somehow I'm gonna turn that into a cool bar just of how like a nigga's been booked for real. Like yeah, man. So yeah, that's, I think aside from like the like sonics, but just like the content of it, keeping it fresh is just like keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Having shit to talk about. Yeah.
So before you mentioned, so now we at my part now. now we're gonna get into like the music and the project. So, first you mentioned about there was a moment where you weren't quite sitting on music. How do you? Because okay, let me kind of frame this question. So, you know, a lot of artists, when you do something and you think that shit is fire or you know whatever, you trying to put that shit out. You know, it's you trying to get it out to the people, whatever. Like, I just recorded this yesterday. Check this out. Yeah. You know, and like you said, that track you did like a year and a half before. I mean, so was patience something that you had to work on?
Okay, I see what you're saying. With that one specifically, I knew it was for the project, so that's one of the main reasons I was like, yeah, this is tucked, this is not coming out. But other songs that like can go along with what you're asking is like, for me, when I first started making music, that's exactly what I did. I would do something, record it, mix it, master it, and drop it as soon as I was done working on it. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud, for being so quick with it, you know what I mean? And I
think like SoundCloud made us that way, because I think exactly back in the SoundCloud era, people were nigga fresh out the booth, just laid this down 45 minutes ago. I just want y'all to hear the shit
for real. And like, I put unfinished in the parentheses. I do all that shit. And it was just shit I had to learn. It was like, it was mainly just shit I had to learn, because I was like, man, this shit is not that good because I just did it 20 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Or just like, how is the cover going to be fire if, again, I just put it out? And a whole lot of things that I just had to become way more intentional about. And now, like this song that I made that I was just talking about in this good ass studio session, I've been performing it the past couple of weeks, and that's like that's me doing what I learned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, instead of dropping this fire shit, because when we were in the studio, that's how we were.
Yeah.
We're like, this shit gotta come out. We gotta get it. But like, I was like, wait, let's tuck it. I got a couple shows. I'm gonna perform and see how they like it. You know what I'm saying? How it gets received. And I'm like, oh no, this is a bop, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking with it. The shows are fucking with it. It sounds good live. So it's definitely gonna sound good in some headphones. And yeah, like, that's again just like shopping it like that. And then even deeper with that is having a full I became, man, I moved before. So I moved to Canada too. I forgot to even bring all that shit up.
Wow.
But
What?
So out of high school,
This nigga's Drake.
After high school, I moved downtown living with my cousin, and then after living with my cousin, I was 19. I moved to Canada, Montreal, and that is where I made the least amount of music. But again, so much life experience.
I would think like me, like if I'm an artist, when I to Canada, bro, I'd probably be in a booth once a week.
Bro,
like,
it was different.
Yeah.
It was different. But like for real, like doing that, again, is where I just did the most homework as well. Like any show I went to, I'm like, okay, this is how he's making the crowd do this. This is how any like scene that I got into, I was just like trying to, for real, like my people watching was so again intentional of like, man, what makes people react?
Yeah.
What this and this. So like all of that, I don't know how I pivot here because I brought up Canada for some reason, and I brought up all this doing this for some reason. But damn, bro, what was your question? My fault.
Oh no, it's all good. My question was, damn, what was my question?
I was going in, bro. I was going in.
Yeah,
I knew it. I was taking us somewhere, and then I was back.
With you, and I fell off.
I was trying to.
The Canada thing threw me off.
Yeah,
for real.
So were we still on the patience in your music question?
Yes.
Okay. See, we both derailed, but
took
we
a little pit stop.
Yeah.
And now we're back on the road.
Okay.
So again, the pace. So doing that was again like realizing like we live in a time where shit is so fast that if you post something, as soon as someone scrolls it and it's not on the screen anymore, they're not gonna care about it.
Yeah.
So my thing was just like seeing how people were moving. Even living out there, seeing how people were moving here, like as far as like the artists we have, how this shit was being received, how the shit was coming out, how they were pushing it. So all of that again was just fine tuning to where when I came to present the new shit that I was coming with, I knew exactly how to package it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why even back then, like my Instagram has always kind of looked cool, like aesthetic wise, and like I was always big on that. So being patient with the music was just like still letting y'all know there's something there so you don't get bored or don't forget about it. And then so when it comes out, it's a lot more impactful than if I was just like putting out songs and songs and songs and songs and songs and songs. Because like, I mean, I have shit on my hard drive to where I could do that, but it's just again a way to go about it, because I am on the philosophy of like, ain't nobody gonna hear that shit if it's on your computer. And like, you know what I'm saying, there's so much music out there that nigga, you better get yourself in the mix so people can hear you. But also with the album, there's shit before Thompson did it, y'all didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then at these shows I just did this week, again, there's mostly, I didn't really tell my homies to pull up because I wanted to like try and get a new crowd, or try and gain to this new crowd that I'm trying to get. And again, all of these people, I've probably performed in front of maybe 300 people this week collectively over the shows. Yeah. None of them knew my music before that. So like having like something quality right there for them to go back to, and then like moving forward, being real intentional about putting the other shit out. Yeah, I think it all plays into like this long ass answer I just gave your question.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It works.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hey, we're gonna continue the show, but my battery about to die, but I'm gonna get the charger. But I'm gonna ask you this question.
Yeah.
So he talked about patience.
Yeah.
So let's talk about anxiety. Do you get anxiety ever before releasing the music, or anxiety before ever performing?
Definitely way more before the music than the performing part, because like I have way more confidence in my stage presence and being on stage and performing than just like a bunch of people not in front of my face listening to my music. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in front of my face, I know what to do to make you react. So, but when it comes to my music, that might be the biggest thing. Not even putting it out either. Even like when I'm making the music, like that's something where I like not necessarily struggle, but I do get in my head, and I'm like, I get real real proximity. Like, I'm thinking of who's around me, and I'm like, man, if I say this on the song, my girl gonna get mad. If I say this and this, this fuck nigga gonna think I'm talking about him. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of things that go into it to where I got and was able to be like, fuck it. And that's kind of where that anxiety gets released when I finally get to that point. But I think that's where any of it would come from. Because, like I said, I've been performing since I was a kid. So, like, I still will forget lyrics and might do some dumb shit. But, like, that just happens. But, like, I'd never necessarily get like, man, this is going to suck. It's like, nah, I'm finna kill this shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like something you talked about was super important that a lot of people don't talk about. And that's maybe the word I'm thinking of is vulnerability.
Yeah.
When you're doing music, like you have to be able to be open and to talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. And people around you also have to be able to accept the fact that you're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about because this is your music and this is how you feel.
Man, yeah.
So cause like if I'm just speaking on a personal level, like I used to be an artist, like when I was younger, I liked to make music, but I think one of the shits that at the time was a big thing for me was, damn, if I say this, my girl might feel a way about it. You know what I mean? Or, you know, I might talk about me and my pop's relationship and he might hear it and be like, damn, what'd you mean? And then I gotta talk to people about what I said. Like it's a feat. Like to be an artist and to be able to get past that is a challenge in itself.
And that's kind of also what I'm saying about like being really intentional and just like that's when I go to the studio and just like being intentional about what I say too, because like, even if it is me just being braggadocious or it's me being this or me being that, like just knowing that it's real. You know what I mean? Because like when I was first making those songs back at my high school studio, I was doing all the just like regular raps and just rhyming and then just saying
the surface shit.
bro, like pull up in the that and then but you know what I'm saying? Now just like again knowing that like people are going to listen to what I say. I had found a power in my voice, and then that was what helped me be like, okay, no, like what you say matters. You know what I'm saying? And again, it doesn't have, every bar doesn't have to be a Kendrick fucking wokey goddamn dokey verse, but like just knowing that again, like this shit matters and shit, your voice can move people and like however you want them to move, just like be intentional about that. You know what I'm saying? And that also goes into like that, I say that to say that also goes into some of the anxiety because I do know people are gonna listen, so it's like, let me make sure I get this shit right. Yeah, but also fuck it, cause like I'm gonna say what I want to say.
and you got to be that way.
You got you have to be that way for real. And people love like what you're saying, the vulnerability. People do appreciate like realness, and people appreciate like even that Kendrick song on that where he's fighting with the girl on the album. Like that might be a one-time listen for people, but that's because it was so real. And it had really you like
And that was, they had to, like when he did the video, they had to they didn't play the actual song that was on the album. If you listen to it, they did that live.
Yeah, you
like,
can hear it even
because you can't recreate that. Like it's too raw.
Exactly.
And like that, I don't know. That I thought about that when I watched the video. I was like, you can't recreate that shit, man.
And that's a thing, man. Like just like that vulnerability, like people really appreciate that, and I take that into even when I'm on stage and just like like on Tuesday at my show, one of the things I said, I was like, make some noise if you have to work today, and like it was a Tuesday, so niggas was like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, me too, you feel me? Like for real. So and that thing already just like, I just noticed like it made the crowd not so much think I'm just like, oh shit, this nigga's on stage. Like it's like it brought me with them, you know what I'm saying? It's like now we're all,
I gotta do the same shit y'all gotta do.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And that just be an appreciative thing too, because I'm like, damn, niggas had to work and still came. Like hell yeah.
On a Tuesday,
for real.
Yeah, facts. Oh, can I go? Or
I mean, you go.
I ain't know whose turn it was. I forgot. My bad. Who inspires you?
Oh man, this question, I have a different answer every fucking time. Like,
but that's good though, because you should get inspiration from a lot of places. So
I think, man, myself, I'm a culmination of all my inspirations. I think but man, like just on like a music tip, shit. Lately it's been Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Lately I've been bumping bro, the I Want You album.
Dog.
I've been bumping that.
Bro got high and laid on the couch and recorded that shit, bro. Marvin is
even in that video,
the GOAT, bro. The GOAT.
Oh my God, that shit has been so. I feel like that's gonna be some of my next sound too, just having some like way more instruments and shit. Because music back then, bro, like even not just him, but just music back then. When you had a studio session, first of all, you were paying for that shit, and there wasn't a thing where you could just like redo it and delete, redo it, delete, redo it, delete.
Yeah.
So all your artists or members of your band and shit, like everything they did played a part into how your shit came out. So if your boy like stayed up all night the other day and he's playing the trumpet, he might not sound the same way if the other dude who's right next to him who had a full breakfast and all that. You know what I'm saying? But like, but that's the take it came through, and that's how that shit cut through, and that might be why it's so good, because he was kind of drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, bro. I don't know, just something with music back then. I'm like listening to so many of the different like little intricate things I'm hearing and shit. Like you can, there's one song, man, I can't remember which song it was on that album, where you can hear him like hit the mic, like his mouth, like you can. What fucking song? I heard it the other day. I was like, I think that's what just happened in that song. But it's like shit, like I don't know. It's like real. I'm a fucking weirdo when I'm listening to music too. But like that shit's as hard as fuck. It's real, and that shit is hard as fuck to me. But yeah, Marvin Gaye, really kind of just the 70s I've been bumping a lot lately. Okay. But then just like my regular answer, nigga, Lil Wayne, Earl Sweatshirt, Mac Miller.
Fire. Rest in peace, Mac.
Okay.
For real.
Okay.
All right, so I was scrolling through your IG though. So what did the blonde hair come from?
Oh man, that was me cutting my hair. So I used to have locks, and I had ideas to like do like different paintings and shit on my head for like a long ass time, but I obviously couldn't do it. So when I cut my hair, I was just like, man, fuck it, we doing everything for real. Like, and that's exactly how it went. And that was a huge, bro. I got anytime I was hooping with the old heads, these niggas. For real, and I got some bull shorts too, so they're like, "Oh, Rob." Like, yeah. But no, yeah, man, it's just expression. You know what I'm saying? I've always like it's like weird. People like who see me now, they don't believe I'm an introvert just because I've been outside so much and been doing shit like that. But like, even in my introvertedness, I still always like attention. So like I would like not talk to nobody but try and look cool as hell, but not in like a lame way. But again, like I have my hair painted. I
went through that. Like a lot of people go through that for sure.
But again, not like in a standoffish way. But again, just like being really to myself, but also like wearing some pants like this where it's like people are gonna talk to you, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
And what is the Kids These Days flea market?
Oh shit, bro. So thank you for asking me about that, so I can plug this shit. The Kids These Days flea market is it's a flea market that me and my homie Deshaun we put on, and that's again being inspired from this girl out in LA who throws a flea market, and plug her to the Black Market Flea in LA, because seeing first of all so many black people in the same space with so many smiles and like just the feeling. I'm so big on feeling, bro. Just like being around so many people that can just be, and I mean that on the tip of just like exist and like be around, and just like it doesn't feel like any pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go to like, I ain't gonna do that, but you go to some places here, some of these black spaces here, and you feel that pressure. Like you gotta wear certain stuff, you gotta look a certain way, you gotta be a certain way, and it's like I don't fuck with none of that really. I'm all about like community. I'm huge on even my own community of just like my homies. Like I got homies that sell weed. I got homies that play in the NFL. I got homies that are doctors. I got homies that are, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, these are all different archetypes of people. And even the shorty homies, like the bad bitch shorties, the anime girls, the, you know what I'm saying? All of those, like, I love having all of those different types of people in the same place. And they're like, oh shit, we're all homies too, because we're all just cool as hell. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so that's really what the flea market is. It's just like, and like the bottom line of it is like all of our homies have cool ass brands. So our whole thing was just like, why don't we have like a shopping mall of all of our homies brands? That's all. And that's kind of how the shit got started. And every time, bro, like we have such a good turnout. Like kids be pulling up, like people be pulling up with their kids.
Yeah.
And all the homies be there. And it's just a dope time, man. Like, so that is the Kids He's A Flea Market, October 8th. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all tap in, man. Make
For
sure
real.
y'all pull up for sure. That brought me to talk to us about Third Eye.
Third Eye, that's the homies, man. So that's a collective. My boy Chuck Indigo. When was this? What year was this? 2019, I want to say. Yeah, right before the pandemic. Yeah, he hit me and was kind of just like this. I feel like this is a real rapper interview because it's how I feel like everybody's story starts. He hit me and we was like, bro, we trying to do this thing. No, but for real, he hit me on the tip of like, yo, I'm trying to do this thing, bro, and getting the homies together who like I feel like we all could like on an iron sharpens iron situation, be around each other and help each other out. And that shit, man, we're more so just like really, really tight homies now. But like we still got the group message and like that thing started a lot for a lot of us. You know what I mean? At least for me, I definitely am super grateful for even just like being incorporated because when it started off, we had like producers, photographers, videographers, like singers, a studio, like like everyone helped each other out. Like even from me giving someone an interface to Chuck giving me a laptop and someone Coleman giving someone some mics, some cords. We all going to Demo's house helping him set up his studio, and then Sex shooting videos for us. Like it was a real, you know what I'm saying? Everyone was helping each other out, and that shit was really features going crazy around Third Eye. So like things like that, man, really being a part of something that like for real was like, because I ain't never really had like a friend group that was like the buddies that are homies for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been like, I have close friends myself, but all of us aren't a group, you know what I mean? So being a part of something that actually was like that, where it's like, no, this is this, you know what I'm saying? And having to where it's like, nah, you can't get in, like this is us, you know what I mean? Like that shit was really, really dope. It still is, and that's why like I still shout them out all the time, because like, and I sound like we ain't homies no more, but for real, like that was something, man, that I can definitely look back on and be like, this was a highlight or a chapter or a checkpoint in like what the hell is going on right now. For real.
Those shits are important. Those moments. My last question, what's your favorite song on the album?
Ride With Me.
Why is it Ride With Me?
Because that was a song that I'd been trying to make since I started making music. Like that song for me, man, because that song with Welcome to Next Year period, when I had a couple little things that I highlighted when I was making the album that I like wanted to make sure came through. And it was like one of the main ones was I want to be able to play this shit for my mom. You know what I'm saying? Or play this shit for like my just older family, you know what I'm saying? Have this shit universal to where like, because my other music, it was just, it wasn't that. But this, man, and that song specifically is like, anybody can play this and like, if they like music, then they can appreciate this song.
I feel it.
And like, it just went really well with, again, the vision I had when I closed my eyes and I think of what I should see when I hear the album. It was like, man, sunset, like driving about 6:30, you know what I'm saying? And it like windows down, that song sounds like that to me. And it's like, for real.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to play Third Party or do you want to play
Ride With Me?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we do Ride With Me, bro. That's the one. Yeah, we can go right into it like that, and it's gonna sound good. Hell yeah.
You already talked about it, so we might as well get into it.
Hell yeah, for real.
We're gonna get into Ride With Me though, and we'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
That's it.
To me, cause you see everything in me that I say I can be. You the thing that I need, and no matter where I'm at, the only thing that I breathe. You take the cool away. You take me, make me feel like I might act a fool today. You take me, make me feel like we back in the school today. When I sat behind you in class and you tell me to go away with sweater. Look, I would skip class for you. I would make a whole new shortcut. I would clip ass for you. Look, not like your average dudes. When they see you, they don't see the things that you have in you. I'm hoping it can be me. I never thought someone like this exists without angel wings. It's amazing I'm awake with you. It feels like a dream. Conversations that we're making, bringing you home with me. In this cargo, push the start, so baby, you hold the key. So pocket. Say, won't you take a ride with me? I'm gon' fly with you. Take a ride with me. I'm gon' fly with you. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know it. You got me frozen. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know it. Cause you the coldest. You got me knowing that every seed that I go and plant is gonna come to fruition, and I just gotta grow it. So shout out to all the focus I never had. I know I made some mistakes. It really just doesn't matter. I'm coming back with a whole new picture that I'ma add to the painting. Let you know that I made it. Let you know God forsaken me for this position I'm putting myself in. Niggas don't know they self, that's why they calling me selfish. I just gotta make sure that my vision is felt. So when I'm at the top and everyone will ask me for help, I can tell them and ask them and say, won't you take a ride with me? I'm gon' fly with you. Take a ride with me. I'm gon' fly with you.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, intro, it is time for random ass questions. These questions have absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so first off, gotta ask you, do you eat cereal?
Man, not no. Actually, I do. Not as much as I used to, though.
Okay, so are you the type to wait for your cereal to sog up a little bit, or do you eat it crunchy?
I'm definitely a crunchy ass nigga. Yeah, like, I put that shit in the bowl, and I'm a little milk ass nigga too. Like, I really like just get that shit like barely damp. As long as one piece of milk has touched one piece of cereal, that's all I need. That shit does not need to be swimming.
Standard, just gotta eat the dry cereal.
Bro, I've turned into that lately because, bro, I don't know, every time I go to the fucking grocery store, I forget to get some almond milk. I'll get everything else.
Almond milk is probably the first thing I grab.
And, bro, I be forgetting every single time. So I got about 4 boxes of cereal on top of my fridge. And, bro, I just been like it's fucking crackers, bro. Just dry. Put it in a cup like a baby, for real.
No, we ask all our guests, man, because I'm more of a, give it a couple seconds, let it soften up a little bit. And him, along with others, are more of a kind of like you, trying to get that shit right away.
I mean, it also depends on the cereal, bro. Like, you really can't let Frosted Flakes sit, bro. Them shits is gonna be.
I feel that.
Like paper.
I'm gonna still give them a couple seconds, but I feel you for sure.
For real. Yeah.
Have you ever warmed up your cereal before?
I've seen that, but hell the fuck no. Like, that just makes me think of bubble guts. Like, even if it's not real milk, but it still makes me just think like nigga, eat some oatmeal. Like, what?
All right. If you could put one condiment in your belly button, what would it be and why?
What? What?
Why would I do that though?
Hey man, you never know, man. Might need to pull
that
out.
That is an insane question, bro.
You know, some of these restaurants don't give you the condiments you need.
Straight up. Oh, so if I just need, and it's just gonna be coming out whenever I need. Right. Awesome. Oh my god. Okay, bet. Shit.
That's still on some weird shit.
That's so weird. I can't even picture it. Oh fuck. Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A.
Fine. That's a great choice.
Hell yeah. Damn. That visual I just got though.
All right. So, in your opinion, the first person to milk a cow, what was going through that person's mind?
This nigga. You and the nigga with the question
right.
and the cow nigga. Fuck, bro. That's a question that we need to ask that man, because what were you doing with this cow?
Yeah.
And when you figured out what came out of it, why did you taste it? Like, for real. But he was like, man, it don't look like pee, so I'm gonna drink it. Like, what?
I'm gonna try that shit.
This nigga, for real. I feel like them hoes was just lactating at one point. Isn't that what it's called? Where they just be leaking?
Yeah.
And then someone was like, wait.
And it was like, wait.
Oh, shit. Come here. Hey, come on. I don't know why I think he's Southern and country, and that's why
It has to be.
Get out of here.
It has to be.
For real.
No cap.
All right. Have you ever been tempted to sleep inside of a refrigerator?
Not even when my goddamn AC was out a couple months ago. Bruh, middle of the summer. Not even middle of the summer. As soon as the summer started, nigga, AC went out. I said, oh, this is some adult shit.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga never had to do. When this happened at my mama's house, someone came.
Bro.
Now I have to call the person to
It's
come.
like it's hot in my house, and if I go outside, it's even hotter.
Bruh, and sometimes it was hotter in the house.
Oh, my God.
Like, bruh, because they had... only time it was like dead middle of the night when my house didn't cool down. But luckily... in case bitches is listening, like, nigga got it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't just in here no hot house. You know? But for real, no, that shit was hell, literally, for like a good week and a half.
All right, man. I got this. This definitely has an answer to it. Ain't nobody got it right yet. So what goes up and down but does not move?
A newspaper. No, that's a different riddle. That's a different. Fuck. What goes up and down but does not move? Nah.
Nah.
Boy said, nah. I don't want to try it.
I don't even want to try it. I feel like pause is coming somewhere in there. I ain't even gonna...
Oh man, you want the answer though?
I mean, yeah, you can say it.
It's stairs.
So I can... Oh. Nigga. I'm over here. I'm a little high too, so I'm like,
I feel you.
That's what you can't tell no high nigga no riddle because he gonna give you a scientific ass answer. It's gonna be like stairs. Like I'm thinking like, man, hydraulics.
Life got us up and down, but it never moves. It never moves.
For real, no, I'm over here like nigga. A car in park with hydraulics. Like, yeah.
All right, last question is, do you think angels get high?
I feel like they probably already in like a state of like euphoric bliss where that's like a high. I feel like they can't even take nothing to get like they're in like how what is it, monks, they're just in nirvana. I feel like that's where angels is at.
I feel that.
Hell yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions you want to ask us?
Shit. How'd you two meet? Like, no, for real though. I don't have any questions, but I do just like anytime I do some shit like this, I be wanting to give thanks because like, bro, niggas like us, like artists, we and creatives, we love and need to talk about shit and be wanting like a platform, and y'all have that for us, and that shit is just like super super appreciated. So like, keep doing this shit, bro.
For
like,
sure.
For real, like. I feel like y'all do it the same way I do music, whether it's like one person listening or 100,000 people's listening. Like it's in y'all to do it.
Yeah.
So like, don't stop, bro. That shit is super appreciated.
For sure. And we appreciate you for pulling up.
Hell yeah.
Sure, and being willing to talk.
For shit show. Hell yeah.
All right, so shout out your social medias and anything else you want to say.
Shit. Welcome to nextyear.com. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is official. We got a website, baby.
Damn, it's a website?
Pull up. Yeah.
Shit, I missed that. Okay.
Welcome to nextyear.com. But then type that shit on your Spotify too. Welcome to next year. All my shit gonna come up. And that's it. You know what I mean? Intro, iNTRO on all socials. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Y'all can always catch me on IG at QTheDJ, QUETHEDEEJAY, and on Twitter at the same thing, Ambitious.
Yeah, man, I guess this episode will be out later, so I can go on and say it. December 4th, man, we doing our last virtual show. Last virtual show of the year, man. Gonna have performances and interviews, so yeah. We'll give y'all more details in the later future. Make sure to check out our Atlanta episodes. We need to get y'all to check them out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? Oh man, we gotta thank y'all for coming to the live show. This is the first time we actually done an episode after the live show.
Yeah, man. So appreciate y'all for pulling up. That was
came through.
That one was surely different.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, of course, every live show is different, but I mean, different venue, different artists. yeah, we really appreciate everybody that pulled up, whether you were there for us or someone that rocked the stage. And please, we hope to see y'all for more in the future.
But yeah, as always, follow me at ambitious1k on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number 1 letter K. If you're not spell ambitious, go ask Alexa, go ask Siri, go look it up in the dictionary. Do what you gotta do. Threshold Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You Can't Sit With Us Radio, all one word, on Instagram and Facebook. And what's the Twitter?
Y.C.S.W.U Radio, all one word, on Twitter. In case y'all didn't know what that was, that's the first letter of each word in our name. So Y.C.S.W.U Radio, all one word, on Twitter. Please tap in with us there.
Acronyms.
Hey.
Yeah, until next time, man. Ambitious Q, we are out.
We outie.